Hello beautiful people, I hope that you're doing well. My name is Shireen Warren. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different. Obviously it's January. A lot of the time we want to be in a really positive mindset to start the year. I haven't really been feeling that way, if I'm completely honest. So I want to talk to you guys about choosing happiness every day. So the main reason why I want to talk about this and I want to start the year with this energy is because a lot of us are feeling really overwhelmed, confused, anxious because we're entering a new year, and because of the year that we're leaving. The year of 2020 has been the year of coronavirus. A lot of the things that we had planned for the previous year, we haven't been able to fulfill because of things that have been outside of our control. So my focus for the year so far has just been choosing happiness every day and doing things that make me feel good, doing things that promote self-love. And I think it's really important to be in that mind frame because I haven't really been feeling as motivated as I usually am. I am someone that's very goal orientated, and I usually have a long list of things I want to achieve for the week, for the month, and I do have those list of things and I am working towards my goals, but I'm making sure that I'm only going to act on things that make me feel good. And I've been making sure I'm putting myself and my feelings as a priority. Because I am a Pisces, I'm very emotional, very creative, I'm emotional, I internalize things, I'm sensitive. I'm someone that's very much led by my emotions. Because I am this way, making sure that they are, my needs, my own needs are being met emotionally has been critical for me to start the year this way. Just like the rest of the world, we are suffering from anxiety because of the kind of world that we're in at the moment. But if we decide to choose happiness every single day, then we are in control of how our day goes. There are always going to be things that we can't control. There are so many aspects of what's happening in the world right now that we are completely out of control of. At the moment, as I record this, we are in another lockdown. We can't see family. We have been confined to the paradigm of our households. And sometimes it can be really difficult to see past where you are when you're in a very difficult situation or circumstance that you feel you didn't put yourself in. And I think because we are all going through this at the moment, being able to see a vision for where you are when you can't even predict where you're going to be the next day can be very difficult. So in this video, I really want to focus on things that you can control, things that you can do for yourself, and really focus in on 10 things that are going to make you happy every day. Number one, the first thing you can do is try to be the best version of you that you can be, and this is something you can make a conscious effort to do on a daily basis. So what does that look like for me? As I've mentioned before, I am very much a goal orientated person. I like to set little challenges for myself. Being the best version of myself, for me, it looks like being someone that's goal orientated. It looks like someone that's committing themselves to their goals, to their vision. And even though we're in this right now, in this uncertainty, something that is certain is that eventually the world will go back to normal, and I want to be ready for when that happens. So I'm definitely someone that's focusing past where we are right now and really trying to remind myself that this is going to be temporary. Some of these goals are just small things in the house as well, like making sure I make my bed in the morning, making sure that I'm eating right. So I've been making sure that I've continued my healthy eating that I was doing towards the end of the year, and also being kind to myself. If I want pizza, I'm going to order pizza because that's what I want in the moment. But in the mornings, I've noticed a real shift in my mood when I'm not eating junk food to start my day, and I'm starting the day positively with fruit and a bowl of cereal. One of my goals has been to make sure I'm making one product a day, as in one style of product for Ivy Wild a day. So in case you don't know, I am the founder of Ivy Wild, which is a hair care products company which caters to wavy, curly and kinky hair types. And this goal is important for me because I know that when I start running out of products, I start to get anxious just in case I haven't got them in time to send out. Because for me, it's really important to make sure that products are being sent out straight away. What Royal Mail will then do, that is something that's out of my control. However, I can control when we've got stock in and when I'm sending these products out. So the best version of me, the best version of me as a business owner, is to make sure that I'm fulfilling my responsibility as the founder of Ivy World and making sure that these products are getting sent out to customers on time. Number 2 is limiting my time on social media. Now this is really important because comparison is the thief of joy. For me, this has been a big one because I have had issues with scrolling through Instagram and coming across amazing Instagram posts, and even though I know these are people that aren't showcasing every element of their life, I'm aware of that. Just still being on social media too much can definitely make me feel quite depressed and quite anxious and just feel like I'm not where I want to be, when realistically I'm really happy as a person right now. Scrolling through social media will have you thinking that your life is a pile of rubbish when it's not. And I think really making sure that you're being the best version of you that you can be is the most important thing. It's really easy to compare yourself to others when you're scrolling through someone's social media feed, and it's not healthy. I've really needed to make sure that I'm taking my time away from other people who are posting random things that have no impact on my life whatsoever, realistically. But I'm choosing in that moment to listen to self-doubt, to listen to that little voice inside of me that is very negative at times, actually. I'm choosing to silence her, and I'm choosing to focus on myself and put that energy on myself. And something else happens, guys, once you've had a little break from social media. You become a creator instead of a consumer. And the reason why that's important is because how are you able to hone in on what you want to do and how you're going to serve the world if you're consuming what everyone else is putting out there? By creating like a barrier to what you're internalizing, you're able to actually exert authentic content, and you're able to be completely yourself by having those breaks and acknowledging when you need to take breaks away from social media. It's choosing to focus on things that feel good and things that are going to make you feel good. For me, it's food. I love food. Food makes me happy. I love tasting different foods. I actually do enjoy cooking. Not that I've done much of that at the moment. However, I do enjoy eating. Number 3 is choosing to focus on the things that we have instead of focusing on the things that we don't have. And the main reason why this one's really important for me is because when I am thinking of a goal that I want to achieve for next year, for example, it could be really frustrating sometimes when you think, oh, I'm not there yet. If you keep reminding yourself that you're not there yet, it's going to be even harder for you to achieve because you're in that vibration of lack instead of thinking of gratitude and being grateful for where you are at the moment and enjoying the journey and being grateful for where you are along your journey. Something I actually enjoy doing is writing down the things that I'm grateful for, and I think it's important to do that in your own handwriting because it's quite powerful when you write something that you're grateful for and it's in your own handwriting. I can list a good few things that I'm grateful for right now in this moment. I'm so grateful for my heart that continues to beat. I never ask it to, it just knows what to do. I'm grateful for my bodily functions that's able to do what it needs to do when it needs to do it. My eyes, that I don't ask my eyes to blink, but they do. I'm so grateful for my son, for my family members, and just remembering your reason why you want those goals, whose lives you want to change in the process of achieving those goals. If you focus in on the end result of the goal instead of trying to achieve the goal, you're actually moving closer towards being able to achieve them because your vibration is in a different energy space to what it would be when you're focusing on lack and not having. And just remember, everything you want is within reach. You just need a plan to get there. By focusing on the things I'm grateful for right now, I know I'm bringing materialistic things closer to me because they're just small things. When life, just people being present in my life, those are the most important things for me. Especially when you've experienced loss, you definitely appreciate life a lot more. And if we aren't able to practice gratitude in this moment right now for the smallest, most minute things, then when you do achieve materialistic goals, then it's going to be very difficult to appreciate them if you can't see the beauty in the everyday occurrences that happen in your life now, today. My fourth way that you can choose happiness daily is going to be about being honest and truthful. Now, you first need to be truthful and honest with yourself, and then you also need to be truthful and honest with other people. So by choosing to be truthful and choosing to be honest, you are then going to be able to live authentically. And I don't think you're able to if you're holding on to resentment, if you're holding on to bad energy from the past. We have to be honest. We have to put our hands on our heart and ask our heart what it wants. Who are you as an individual person? You have to say to yourself, am I being truthful? Am I being honest with myself? Am I happy where I am in life right now? And there's nothing wrong with picking up a pen and making a plan for yourself if you're not happy in your current situation or whatever it is that you're doing in your life, in your current job, anything like that. If you're not happy, make a plan. It all starts with a pen and a piece of paper. I also think it's really important to be able to live authentically through honesty, and being an honest person is really important. So don't cheat, be kind, be faithful, be loyal, but also always be loyal to yourself first. And what that looks like for me in being honest to myself is asking myself, is this moment serving me right now? And by putting myself first, I know that I'm being loyal to myself and being honest with myself. By choosing to be completely honest in situations and just being vulnerable in situations as well, that allows me to know that I'm living in my authentic light and that I'm serving myself completely. Do the right thing. If you know that there's something that you're holding on to, you've got resentment, or you're not being fully transparent about how you feel in a situation, then by sitting down and releasing all of that tension, it's number one, it's a less complicated way to live if you haven't got loads of secrets, loads of lies and things like that that's sitting on your chest. But it also just gives you the chance to fully be open. It's giving yourself the permission to be you, to breathe. Sometimes you really just need to take in that air, fully breathe it in and just absorb it and let it go. And I think holding on to tension, holding on to negative vibes, negative energy is going to hold you back from being the best version that you can be for yourself and for others as well. By choosing honesty, we're able to keep life simple. We're able to be true to us, but also give other people the opportunity to see who we really are as well. Life is most enjoyable when we are able to fully be ourselves. Number 5 is choosing to enjoy my surroundings and enjoy music and creating a happy space. So if I'm not dancing and singing, a lot of the time I'm just moping around. I even just have music on in the background, or sometimes I'll put just the TV on in the background. I like to dance, I like to sing, and having that kind of energy, bouncy energy, is really good because it just makes you happy. It makes you want to smile. It makes you remember good memories from the past. Being able to be silly is really fun and it puts you in a good mood. Number 6 is going to be about grounding and keeping yourself grounded, because that definitely makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy. Using the 4 elements, so we're going to use earth, fire, air, wind. Earth, fire, water, wind, to ground ourselves. So the ways in which you could do this, for example, is going for a walk. I love being out in nature, walking, just feeling free as a bird, just walking around in a park. So I go to my local park, I take my son as well, and it can be nice just to look around and really take in and appreciate the world and the earth. I think if you are going to go to a beach, if you live near a beach, if you're lucky enough to do that, actually taking your socks and your shoes off and planting your feet into sand is such a beautiful experience. Walking out into the sea is such a beautiful experience. It might not be something you want to do in January when it's freezing cold outside in the UK, but maybe when the weather changes in the summertime, you might want to walk out into a park and plant your feet into the soil. Yeah, it's a really nice feeling. It definitely grounds you. Something else that I like to do from home is have a bath. Taking a bath is really nice, to be in the water and lighting some candles. So lighting some candles and being in the bath is definitely something that's lovely. By using the 4 elements to ground ourselves, it actually brings a lot of peace and it allows us to really remain centered. Number 7 is going to be speaking to friends. So choosing people that you can trust to be vulnerable around is really important. I'm very lucky that I have got some really good people around me and I'm able to completely be transparent and be honest and be myself. You want to be careful about who you share certain things with, because some people will actually hold things against you, and you definitely have to be cautious of who you're sharing your intimate thoughts with. You have to make sure you're able to trust them. So crucial to make sure we choose the right people to be around, people who are like-minded, people who are focused, people who want the best for you. Is really important to make sure you're talking to people who have your best interests at heart. Choose friends that you're proud to know. Choose friends who you admire. There are people that can hold you back because they have their own perception of who you are. You need to be around people and talk to people who can see the good in you, who has a genuine desire to see you win. Life's way too short to be around people who suck and drain the life from you. We want to be happy every day, so make sure you're taking the time to be amongst people who want to see you happy, who want to share your happiness, your success. My next point would definitely be attitude. Having a positive attitude. I prize myself on the fact that I can maintain a positive attitude even when I'm really sad. I can try and push through that feeling and come out on top in most situations. I think this one's really important because if you are actively going to choose happiness every day, sometimes throughout the day you're not going to want to be happy. Sometimes you're going to hear bad news, you're going to get this internal conflict going on that makes you feel like you shouldn't be happy. And it's in those moments when you need to choose happiness over sadness, over doubt, over self-sabotage. You have to be able to choose yourself. You have to be able to choose your own happiness. Some of the ways that you can choose a positive mindset, and most importantly, it's going to be when you're actually challenged to think any other way, is when you need to practice self-control, when you need to practice patience, understanding, all those active emotions that are usually challenging in the moment. They are the times when you're going to need to push through and be positive. And choosing to be positive on a daily basis is something that's easier said than done, but actually thinking about how can I be positive in this situation, and also acknowledging when you might be resistant to something. For example, like if you're about to bump heads with someone and you can feel yourself starting to get quite agitated. It's in that moment where you're able to say, I'm going to have some self-control. I'm going to bring this fire raging inside of me down a notch, and I'm going to choose a positive outlook. I'm going to choose to give a positive response in this situation. Number 9 is choosing to smile more often. Look in the mirror and smile at yourself more often. That's a big one for me. And I think now that everyone's forced to stay home at the moment, actually taking the time to do that through the day is going to be great for you, especially because we actually can't go outside and see many people. Choosing to smile with yourself, being kind to yourself, being courteous to yourself. I talk to myself, guys. I talk to myself at home, and I do that on purpose because I have to make sure that I'm doing things to reaffirm that I am enough. Just me alone, on my own, I am enough. I think it's really important to be able to see yourself as important. You have to definitely see yourself and speak to yourself, affirm to yourself that you are more than enough. And that through choosing happiness on a daily basis, you're choosing to love yourself. And that's a big issue. A lot of people don't love themselves. We need to make it a habit to look in the mirror and say, I love you. I really love you. I love you because you're just such a beautiful person inside and out. I love you because many others don't understand you, but I do. You have to be able to talk to yourself in the mirror and be kind in what you're saying to yourself. Be mindful of what words you're using, and just taking the time to smile. Smile. Sometimes I'll say things like, Shireen, I love your hair today. Your makeup is gorgeous today. You don't even need makeup and you're gorgeous today. Shireen, I like the way you wore that necklace today. Random things, guys. The most random things. And something else I do is actually take time to look in the mirror and pay attention to just my face, how it's changed and how I'm growing and developing as a person. And sometimes I'll say things like, Shireen, I'm so proud of how you handled that situation yesterday. Shireen, I think you are just such a lovely person. Just gassing myself up. If you don't do it, if you don't gas yourself up, who is going to do that for you, honey? No one. You gotta do it for yourself. My final one, in order to choose happiness every day, sometimes we have to let go of certain situations that no longer serve us. And in this instance, I'm referring to resentment. Letting go of resentment is huge. There's gonna be something somewhere, someone feels like somebody did them wrong, and I'm here to let you know nobody owes you anything. You need to let go of those negative emotions that you're holding on to, because they are not serving you in any way, shape or form. If anything, that is something that holds many of us back from being happy every day, by remembering things that we feel people owe us or did us wrong, when everyone is on their own journey, everyone is on their own path. Everything is a lesson and every single person is a teacher. And happiness comes when we're able to let go of tension, we're able to let go of feeling like others are in debt to us. When we let go of expectations that we hold on others, we're actually giving them the freedom to be who they are, and we're giving ourselves the freedom to fully be who we are without holding on to negative energy. I'm so appreciative for the ups and downs of 2020. I know a lot of people went through a lot of crap in 2020. I certainly did. I think losing a loved one towards the end of the year made me stop, pause, and refocus my energy into myself, into the smaller things in life that we really need to appreciate. Just life is just life, full stop. I'm so appreciative of life. And this year, I'm choosing happiness every single day. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit different. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please share with someone that needs a little bit of happiness in their life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.